Hi, my name is Sasha. Welcome back to another bookmas video, and this is my November wrap up. So another quick fire reading wrap up from me. I did not read as much as I did in October. I only read 11 books in November, and Sugargraph was telling me that was 3,474 pages. November, I had one readathon. I think it was the NetGalley November, which the lovely Nicole asked me to co-host, and I had so much fun reading NetGalley books with everybody. I then also started my Goodreads romance challenge too. So let's take a look and see what the 11 books were and what was my favorite. So I'll start off with the first book I read for the month, and that was Evocation by S.T. Gibson. I am a third of the way into Evocation by S.T. Gibson, and I'm liking it. I'm vibing. Just want to get to the crux. What is happening to David? I really do like David and Moira. Reese, I'm still a bit iffy about, but I have a feeling that David and we're very close in age. He's 29 and he's a Leo. And I'm like, I'm 29 and a Leo. So I'm like, maybe that's why. But like, Leos don't usually like other Leos. I like them from afar. Like Steph from 70 Bookish, she is a beautiful angel. I love her with all my heart. So I'm like, maybe it's just some Leos I don't like. Leo men. Anyway, so yeah, Evocation is about David. Something's happened to him. He's like a sorcerer, or he casts spells sort of thing. He calls up his ex, Reese. Reese and him have had a falling out about 6 months ago. And Reese and his wife Moira just don't want to talk to David anymore. But David's like, look, you know I don't ask for help, but I need your help. And so Moira has this sort of spark with David, even though she doesn't like him. And I know that this is Polly, so I can see the little like sprinklings that the author is putting in there. I'm vibing, but I'm only a third way through. So I'll get back to you when I get to like halfway and see what's going on. I finished Evocation by S.T. Gibson, and I'll be giving it a 4.5 star rating. I've already done the Goodreads post. I already reviewed it on NetGalley and on Instagram too. I did an Instagram post. But yeah, I enjoyed this so much more than Dowry of Blood. I think it's probably because I had like no hype for it. I had no expectations. So I'm very happy with what I read. If you look into it, it's a love story more than anything. It's a romance. So I think that's why I enjoyed it, because I am a romance girly. I honestly think there's probably more chemistry between David and Moira than Reese, who is the connector of the two. Like, David is gay. So I don't know. I felt there was something more there between Moira and David than there was Reese and David. And even Reese and Moira. But I like absolutely loved that Reese would call Moira like his little goddess. Oh, I love it so much. I just love a man who like completely worships his woman, you know. I then read Model Home by Rivers Solomon, and I given this one 4 stars. I read Sorrowland by this author and I fell in love. Oh my gosh. So I was very excited for this one. Unfortunately, this wasn't a 5-star read. Something fell flat. Look, it's a haunted home in the loosest sense. There was just, it's one of those books where it turns out it was just a white lady, unfortunately, which sucked. There was lots of talk about like child sexual assault and also how history repeats itself and everything. I still had a lot of fun, a really fun time reading this, and I am very excited to get my own copy when it does eventually come out here in Australia. I then read This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. I gave this one 3 stars. If you want to hear all my thoughts and feelings on it, I will link my Goodreads vlog down below. But I did not like this one at all. I then read Lost and Lassoed by Lila Sage. And oh my goodness, this I think might be my favorite of the month. This is the long awaited story between Gus and Teddy, who we met back in Done and Dusted. So it's best friend's brother, it's sort of enemies to lovers. But it's not just that. Teddy also has this story within herself. She's just feeling like she's losing control of her life because everything is happening around her, and then also her dad's getting pretty sick too. I really did enjoy that, and I really love how Lila Sage makes her character so relatable. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this whole series, top contenders for the whole year. I then read The Paradise Problem by Christina Lauren and gave that one 4 stars. I really enjoyed the marriage of convenience slash fake married aspect to it. And then because they were going to an island full of rich people, it did give me like guillotine flashbacks, but it's okay, no one died. I then read Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez and gave that one 4 stars as well. This one is not a full 5 star. It's my first Abby Jimenez. I thought it was gonna be blown away, but I feel like I should have read the other 2 books first, because a lot of the side characters you actually meet in those books. So you really should have been more prepared, I think. But also, these 2 characters should not be together. They should not be in a romance at all. And they really need to go to therapy and work on themselves before they work on each other. I then read 50 Shades of Gorgasaur by Lola Forst. And that was a 2.5 star read. Just mainly for the vibes. This is a 50 Shades of Grey reimagining where Christian Grey is a Gorgasaur. But I honestly think there was more chemistry between the assistant and our main girl, whatever her name is, the Anastasia character. Yeah, I think I'm just not into Dinosaur Smart. I think I'll have to read a little bit more to actually like fully really cement that idea. But just using goat's blood as lube is not a thing that I'm into. I then read King of Sloth by Anna Wang, and oh my god, I forgot I read this for this month because that was also a high contender for best of the month. These 2 have such a beautiful relationship, and I just love also just the ode to rom-com movies as well in this book. Like I said, I've got my full thoughts and feels in my Goodreads romance book. I then read The God and the Gumiho by Sophie Kim, and I was pleasantly surprised about my feelings for this book. This is about a fallen god and a trickster fox, trickster demon, I guess. They have to team up to... Well, they don't have to team up, pretty much. She is this like deadly trickster. No, he's the trickster god, and she's a fox Gumiho, right? And she's kind of been in hiding for the last thousands of years, right? Something happened and she had to use her powers again, and this fallen god has been told, if you find this fox and this other demon that's wrecking the streets of Korea, that doesn't sound right. Anyway, wrecking the streets of this town, of this city, you can renege your fallen god status and become a full god again, full powerful god. And he's like, bet. So Shiva hears this, teams up with him to get him off her scent, but they end up sort of falling in love. So if you like the serial killer and FBI who's on her case sort of trope from the Mindfuck series, I think you'd enjoy this because it also mixes in with the Korean mythology. I then read Wild Love by Elsie Silver and gave this one 5 stars. I really enjoyed the romance between Ford and Rosie. And dare I say they're my favourite Elsie Silver couple? This is the 3rd book I've read from this author, so I can't say it's like all-time favourite. Definitely a good one. And then lastly, in November, I read 12 Days Unconventional Christmas Stories by Lee Pierce. This was another NetGalley, and I gave it 3.5. It's as it says, it's got 12 short stories all focused on Christmas Day, and they're all unconventional Christmas stories. One story I can remember is the Christmas trees all become sentient and start killing all humans. Another one where someone starts seeing the elves, I think, and they tie him up and put him in the basement. It was definitely unconventional, but yeah, if you like weird shit, you should read it. So yes, those are the 11 books that I read in November. Let me know down below what was your favorite book that you read in November. I would love to know. And if you did get to the end of this this video, pop a cowboy hat in the comments below. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like this video and subscribe so you can see more videos by me. I am posting bookmas videos all up until Christmas Day here in Australia. And if you want to be my friend, you can add me on Goodreads, Instagram and Storygraph. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for another bookmas video. Bye!